Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. I'm going to be reviewing a 2006 Range Rover Sport HSE today. I'm just going to touch on whether there's still value for money, should you still be buying one, or have they had their day. My personal opinion is these cars are one of the best value for money cars money can buy right now. A Range Rover Sport 2006, 2007, you can be picking up for about between 6 and 7 grand. You can pick up a nice car. There are cheaper ones, but I'm talking like with decent mileage, decent condition. You could be picking up a very, very nice example. Majority of people I speak to say, I'd love to have a Range Rover, but I just can't be dealing with the problems and all the hassle and headaches that they cause. They're known for being unreliable, but that's not the case, I don't think anyway. My personal opinion on a Range Rover is they're one of the most reliable cars around. It's just there's certain issues that you come across, and if you don't know what it is, it can be very, very costly. Because this is a 2.7 tdv6 version, and this is what I'm talking about. These are the ones I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the newer engines, because that's a completely different ballgame. I'll get into that in a little while. The tdv6 engine is one of the most reliable and bulletproof engines I've come across in my sort of 10 odd years of buying and selling cars. I've bought and sold maybe 50 of these over the years, and I've never ever once had a problem with the engine or the gearbox as such. Now, there's times where you may think the gearbox has an issue. They're very easily rectified, these things. It can be either an oil change, gearbox oil and filter change can rectify the problem for you, or you can also program the gearboxes. They're electronic, so it might just need a reprogram over the years. So I've never had to change a gearbox on a Range Rover. That brings me to the next problem that Range Rovers have. It's the electronic issues that people are scared of. The problem with a Range Rover is you let it get a flat battery, then you're going to have 1,000,001 lights on your dash. You're going to have HDC fault, you're going to have transmission fault, you're going to have handbrake issues, handbrake module failure, you're going to have special programs off, you're going to have a lot of things flagging up on a dashboard when really none of them have an issue. But if you come from outside and you look, you think this car's ready for scrap. This transmission's gone. They hate a flat battery. A low voltage battery on a Range Rover is one of the worst things you can let happen. Always check the voltage on the battery before you touch any of them issues. If you plug the car into a machine, to a diagnostics machine, it can come up with 1,000,000 faults, again because of a low voltage battery. So they're not really problems, they're just things that people come across when they don't know what the issue is. You see it flagging up as a transmission fault, automatically you think there's got to be a problem with the transmission. If you've had a flat battery on the vehicle recently, believe me, 99.9% that is the reason for your faults flagging up on the dashboard. So what I'm trying to say is, in general, these cars are very, very, very reliable cars. Another issue that people say they have, which they do have, so there's a suspension pump on these that raises and lowers your suspension. They're electronic, so you hit the button, you can raise the suspension, you lower it as and when you need to. They're known for their suspension issues. That again can be one of two things. You can either have a dodgy relay, which is a £5 fix, or worst case, your suspension pump itself goes, and that's £250 nowadays for a brand new suspension pump with a year warranty, and it's about £80 to £100 a fit. So it's not the end of the world. There's a lot of cars out there with much bigger bills, but again, if you don't know and you just take it to some mechanic that's trying to make money off you, obviously it can end badly. It can end sort of with a big bill. They're the sort of everyday issues. Like I said, I've never had an issue with the engine, the gearbox, any main injectors. I've never changed a turbo on one. I'm not saying they don't go, but but I've had quite a lot of them and I've never had to replace anything like that. I've done suspension pumps on them and electronic flag up, so whatever flags up on the dashboard, but 99.9% of the time that was because of a low battery or just needed a reset. So it's very easy to rectify. You don't even need much money to, like, if it's an electronic fault that's flagging up on the dash, it's basically a reset on a computer. So if you know anyone that's got a computer that can help you with that, it's a free fix. It's just a low voltage battery that's triggering these things. So put your new battery on, put a new battery or charge the battery, whichever one is going to cure the problem. You'll see the voltage comes to where it should be, and then plug it into your computer, reset the codes. You won't see them codes until you get a flat battery again. So it's not the end of the world. They're not unreliable cars. This is something that you could give your missus to drop the kids to school in. She can go shopping in. You could take out on the weekend. You can drive it every day. For the price, these are your options. You've got a Range Rover Sport, you've got a Land Rover Discovery 3, Q7 and X5, which are all good. I'm not really a Q7 fan personally. I prefer I'd go for an X5 or a Range Rover. I'm not trying to sell you this car. What I'm trying to get across is I buy and sell cars that I enjoy driving, I like. So obviously I might come across that, you know, it might come across I'm trying to sell you something. I'm not. I'm just generally giving you my opinion. It's a perfect family car. You can go work in it, you can go out in it. If you've got dogs, you can throw the dogs in the back, camping, whack a trailer on the back, whack a caravan on the back, do whatever you need to do. It ticks all the boxes. You've got special programs here, so if you're going through mud, click it to your mud program. If you're going over snow, ice, it's got a special program for that as well. If you're on sort of a hilly area where you're going to be at angles that the car shouldn't really be in, going a straight line, you've got programs for your angles as well. 4 low, 4 high. You've got suspension that you can be adjusting as and when. Yeah, this was just a review, basically just to run through what I think. Should you buy one? The answer is yes. Why you should buy one? Because they tick every box and people are scared of reliability when it's not the case. Just do research on them and you'll see what I'm saying. I'm coming across quite passionate about this car because they genuinely are value for money. My mechanics, thankfully, they know their way around these cars. I've bought and sold so many that they know them literally inside out. So as soon as we get an issue with one, we sort of 99% know where to start looking. So for me, it's a very easy fix. These are made from 2005 to 2009, I believe. From 2009 to 2013 was the facelift version, and then 14, I think it was, yeah, 13 or 14 onwards was the newer version. The facelift and the new version have the same engines. They're the 3-litre engines. Now them, I will not be sitting here talking so passionately about. I bought 2, and both of them I rebuilt the engines on, £4,800 a piece. So them, I'm not sitting here telling you to go and buy one of them and not worry, because I've been burnt with them personally, and a lot of my friends that buy and sell vehicles have also been burnt with them. And I never bought ones with 200,000 miles on the clock. I bought them with 60k, 60,000 miles, 2, and both needed engine rebuilds. Maybe I was just really unlucky. Maybe my circle of friends that had the same thing were really unlucky. I doubt it though. But these, the 2.7 tdv6 engine, all day long. You've got reliability, as we've touched on now. Don't be scared of reliability. They're genuinely reliable, easy to fix. If you get an issue, just first thing to do is run to the battery. Make sure the battery and alternator are charged and charging. Now these, personally, in my eyes, need to be black levers, black wheels and black grills. That is them looking their best. Scaring the horses. Beautiful. powerful animal sources. Air suspension and lights flagging up on the dash, I have had problems with, which 9 times out of 10 your flat battery recharge or a new battery rectifies that problem. If not, the relay has gone on your suspension pump, or you need a suspension pump, which isn't the end of the world. It is a £250 brand new pump with a year warranty and 80 quid to fit, maybe 100 quid depending on where you go. Guys, if you've enjoyed, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. There's a lot more reviews, a lot more content to come. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.